roll into this one. Should mention too that the last time they beat it was also a Hyde Tusk that sort of led them to victory. Boom. There you go. That's what they call it. But TNC also, as you mentioned, looking good. Slarkamag going to be really strong going into the late game. You had kind of had some ideas that maybe Boom would take a Chen as the last pick overall. They instead decided to go for the FBZ Prophet. Do you like the pick?
Yeah, I think what I liked was that they ended up with just a lot of different options at the end. They kind of got to feel out what TNC were doing. Like maybe if they felt like they could get one of these Chen punishes again, like we saw earlier in the tournament, they could just like run this game down. I kind of thought they might try and cheese it because I see the Tusk, so I'm always thinking with that Chen combo that we used to see. But yeah, they just saw like the Prophet being available, and because they could have even like flexed this Pango to be off lane, could have picked a mid for Makoto, but assuming that it was going to be a melee matchup, either the Meg or the Void Spirit, they do give it to Makoto, and he will indeed be facing off versus Armel in the mid lane. So Makoto once again has been given the reins of the game, and he came through last match with the Drow being down in the laning stage. There was a lot of pressure on Makoto in those first couple fights to make the plays, and he succeeded. And now he's the one who's going to be initiating alongside this Nature's Prophet and Tusk across the map, while the Morph and the Ava tend to play a little bit more passive to begin.
And that's going to be the big deciding factor that I feel like we so often see is, can space be made by those other four heroes in the early goings of it? Slark, you know, not necessarily incapable of showing up to the fights on the side of TNC, but much less likely to as well. So both him and Gabby will most likely, both him and Dreamacell rather, will most likely be heading out trying to get that farm on whilst the other engagements are happening. And I'm curious to see if they like try and make some early moves with FBZ and try and just shut this game out early, you know, get some towers, find themselves kills, constrict the farm that TNC is able to get on the map.
I will say I feel pretty confident about TNC's lineup though. I really like their heroes. I think they have a little bit easier path to like aggression in the early game. And that's why I think there's a lot of pressure on Makoto too, because the way and the times at which he chooses to use the Rolling Thunder, I think are going to dictate a lot of these early game fights, because that is one thing that can just do a ridiculous amount of work versus these heroes, right? Maybe that chain stun is exactly what you need to bring down KP or Tim's before they can get away. But without that Rolling Thunder chain stun, they don't really have a lot of lockdown before the FBZ Orchid.
Right. And that is going to be the other big timing that they look for there. And we'll see what Makoto is able to do. I mean, as you kind of mentioned, I think earlier as well, like Armel's not likely to make moves on this mag. So he's probably just going to be sitting in this lane or stacking up jungle or taking out camps or whatever. And then Makoto going to be the one that has to roll around and get some stuff done. As we've said, March going to try and go for a little bit of a disruption, make sure there's no pull potential. Trying to get
really
the aggro.
good at this.
Oh, and he got one of the range creeps. Wow.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, Dreamacell's very excited.
But March has done a really good job of just like timing that constantly. In that case, it obviously doesn't work, but he's always there and ready to try and interrupt that pull and at least make it so it's not the full wave. Unfortunately, as a Venomancer, he can't just like grab the range group and run back to the wave, and Hyde even gets the deny. Very well done by him. So he wins this battle versus March, that's for sure.
Definitely. Those early engagements, all those little things, they make a difference as the game goes later. And you can see down bottom, Tim's forcing back Kezcute and Dreamacell. This is always another interesting little dynamic, right? Morphlane, very good at last hitting, but through those first couple of waves, having that Quelling Blade, it should be able to have a pretty good time on KP. And he's got 4 denies now and only 8 last hits for poor old Morph.
Yeah, and it was one thing to flare the Morph at 1 HP behind the tower when he's regenerating, but can Tim's hit an arrow? That would be the true test.
I like it. I want to see
I really hope not. That seems impossible. So let's assume Dreamacell will be just fine.
True. Haven't talked much about, as they get the pullback onto Dreamacell, the mid matchup, but it is always tough going up against the Magnus when he has that like early empower just to keep farming up, as Tim's is going to make the rotation over and get a stack off on the Ancients. He gets the bottle. Moving in, arrow afterwards.
Oh, that was sick.
Dude, the pull in with the shockwave.
I actually turned away from my monitor when that hit. That was so gross.
Dude.
That actually that physically made me cringe how good that play was. I was just like, oh god, I feel so bad with that Pango.
Yo.
Oh, because I was wondering, like, why is he walking that rune? I'm sure he was thinking the same thing. He's like, oh, this is free. Like, I'm gonna be able to, like, I'm gonna have so much time to right click Armel. Like, he's gone here way too early. This is so good for me. And then you just get arrowed.
Dude. Well, and not only just getting arrowed, but shockwave to pull him into the arrow. Like, like what the hell? That was really
too
sick.
good.
March in some trouble though. And Hyde will be able to get the return kill. That timing too, because you always were talking about like the 4-minute rotation for runes. Tim stacks the ancient and sets up for a kill for Armel. Dude, Tim's and Armel, the dynamic duo.
That is the value play. The fact that the ancients are stacked too. But Kesku, he will fire back. He's gonna get in there and get this rune. Potentially 3 here by the looks of it, as FBZ is even thinking about TPing right to the rune. But I think, oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna fish out with it. I will instead go for it.
Get out of there, buddy. Well, so far, pretty hype play there mid, but back at it for Pango, farming away, and should be perfectly fine now. Does get that level 6 pretty soon here. So they pull in and the disarm comes out, and he's going to get a few denies along the way as well. Perfectly fine.
I could try a play here if they push this lane in with the level 6, but then there's always the skewer too, so it's hard to like control with the ice shards. Oh, speaking of the skewer, it takes Rain to the tower. It goes to the RP with the tower damage as well.
Oh, trying to bring him down, Makoto! Dead again. I don't know, man. This is a tough one.
Yeah, and he's the one who's in charge here for their team. But 2 kills him. Yeah, no chills is Makoto.
All right. Well, we'll see how they end up doing. Yeah.
He's keeping it light and breezy.
Easy breezy. DD for Mag. Has a little courier pipe, and that is the morbid mask.
That's all your sustain. I mean, it's not too bad in this lane, but he could just be at like free full HP all the time without that. And Tim's instantly arrows that catapult, even though it was definitely fine. The full wave coming through. KB's like,
don't worry. Pull back in again. Bunch of heroes rotating top. It's Tim's and March are there, and they're forcing back the Nature's Prophet. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I want to see if they do try and rotate early on with FBZ to sort of take one of those towers. Or I guess that you would probably just bring Makoto to his lane. I'm not even sure. Because it doesn't feel super easy to kill Gabby either. He's got level 6 now. Like, where do you kill?
Great question. Doesn't really feel like you can,
No.
And Hyde, he might be the one getting killed.
Oh.
I guess the one dodge. Nice. And the Vendo did not chase. March just went right back up top.
Nice decision. All right. So the movement in towards mid from Hyde now. Does have shards up again soon, but look at how much damage Armel just spams out there. It's disgusting.
The other thing is they're still really weak on damage before the Orchid.
Right.
Like, let's say that he starts the Pango roll and then they like stun him once, throw the shards in at the same time, so you just like combo stun him the whole time through or whatever for the shard duration. It won't even matter. Like, he still won't die.
Yeah.
Unless they can chain silence him with the lucky shot.
No. So in the meantime, moving over for another rune. This one's going to spawn up top. Makoto able to get it.
Whoa, Armel just
the kill. And Gezcute, he's just dead.
You don't get that many opportunities for kills with the RP early on, especially after you're out of like that 1v1 instant level 6 laning stage. So he just takes it. Yeah. He says, look, I'm going to be farming. I'm busy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And with that, stacking up, or rather just trying to farm up these ancients a little bit for Armel. We'll see if he does decide to go for it or not. But yeah, he's just going to go back and farm them up. Fine and dandy. Boom, in the meantime, do rotate top, and they're going to try and take this tower, as it does not appear like TNC are going to try and mount a defense.
Yeah, they're just trying to build some Echo Sabers right now. So this is what they do. They don't kill people. They kill some towers.
That arrow almost caught. Trim the cell. Feeling very good. So he was able to TP out of there. Yeah, and Mag, God, he is so freaking farmed right now. After finishing off that Ancient stack, he's 1,400 gold ahead of the next highest, and he's about to farm up some more Ancients in a moment.
His
here.
Echo's done in like
dude.
100 gold.
What the hell?
Radiant's bottom tower
What?
is under
He's
attack.
gonna have a 10-minute Treads Bracer Echo?
He is super duper farmed. Broom handle
God.
picked up along with the jelly. But Makoto, I don't know, man. I feel like the early start that they're getting right now from TNC is just really, really strong. And
928 he bought it, dude. 928.
yeah.
What?
Dire's top tower is under Radiant's
Armel is
bottom tower.
Armel's made some plays this game. And then of course the help from Tim's simultaneously setting up kills for him and then also making sure he's stacking Ancients. And that also is setting up Mirana to have a good game as well. 3 minutes faster than average. Yeah,
Radiant's
that'll do it.
bottom tower is under attack.
That's nuts for a first item.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, that's gross. Indecent, even.
Radiant's middle tower is
he
under
can just
attack.
cut up this wave again, waiting for somebody to move into
he's a
position.
haste man. You want someone
Yes,
better
you-
than this, though.
I mean,
doesn't care.
He's just gonna kill him without even using the RP, and nobody can come up here with the haste run. They're gonna get this
Middle
tower.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
yeah.
Radiant's
can't
top
contest
This is
this.
looking a lot better than just that little dinky push they had up top, huh?
Dude, there's
Your
no way
missile's
you can
coming in.
contest this. Well, movement. He's hunting, trying to find it. Kills off. Oh, no. The Nature's Prophet was able to get out of there. Are they really going to try and fight this? Armel, he still has RP available just outside of range and pulls him in. And jumps for the kill. Dreamocell will die. Hyde also in trouble. I mean, now without RP, they might be able to contest. And you can see TNC backs out immediately afterwards. Damn, dude. He's almost got... He's 1,000 gold from Blink.
The lack of detection killing them there, huh?
Yeah.
No sentries down that whole area. Yeah, this is one of the most farm mags I have ever seen. This is like a Rise and a pub level Magnus.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pushing out that bottom lane very quickly, and every move he makes now, it's just going to keep it going. Now, this could just be one of those things too, where he's sort of, they're thinking about going on him.
Yeah, KP's pinging.
Yeah. Is it a bait? All an elaborate bait. Kescute's nearby, but no, it doesn't look like it.
He walks over and he's like, "Oh my goodness, there's 3 heroes up there, friend."
Back away. Don't be here anymore. Yeah, Armel is a monster. It's a 3,000 gold lead. I was going to say, though, that this could be one of those things where when one hero is so ridiculously farmed themselves, it just turns into a pinata of gold. So they have to play it safe on TNC still, I think.
If he like screws up a blink, yeah, it just goes like way too aggressive or something. As we have the Rolling Thunder through, I think that's mostly defensive because we're trying to get out of that situation versus the Void Spirit and the Mirana.
I don't know. For Boom, at least right now, it does not feel like they're getting a lot done around this map. And again, I don't know how super necessary that is. It feels like it's pretty necessary, but maybe there's something to be said for, well, Wallace Punch on top of Gabby, who's there, but the wraparound is coming. Makoto tries to get the jump away. Astral Step Chase, arrow off the mark. TNC still playing so fast, and KP under control. KP is gonna go down, and now maybe they've overextended. Boom, taking advantage of this moment. Armel, how far forward is he? Can he survive there? Trying to control Gabby, bring him down, but the Shadow Dance is gonna get him out. You can see they do bleed. TNC end up losing 2.
That was really awkward. I mean, they finished at the tower, but taking that before the Yules on KP makes it a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
And you saw that Gabby was holding the pounce the entire time. I'm not sure if he had the sentry in his inventory or something too, because like I think he was just scared of the sprout. But there were several opportunities he could have like pounced the tusk or something, kind of outside on the fight, but didn't want to go for it.
Oh, and they can't catch Gabby. The rollback though, maybe a chance.
It's no Shadow Dance.
Damage, dead. KP tried to pull it in and disrupt it, but Gabby overextending, and they punish again. Kill March. 2 dead. Boom. Not willing to go down without a fight. The skewer back is going to be there onto Kescute, but he still has his ulti. You're not killing this guy that easy.
TNC.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're
Middle tower is
feel like they're all as farmed as Armel or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a little bit strange all in all there. Just, you know, testing the waters there, seeing how it feels.
Hmm.
Man, Armel's farmed.
Radiant are
Every time I look at him, he just has like hundreds more gold. he's in almost 900 gold again. He just
Yeah.
bought a blink.
Yeah, this dude's crazy.
He doesn't even know what he wants to buy. He's like, wow, it's 14.5 minutes in, and I'm rich as hell.
Level 2 RP. Dreamocell is up on the high ground. And they just get him.
What? That was like max range.
Yeah,
Right?
that was really
Like,
well
come on.
played. And high
was sick.
snowball afterwards. They saw him with this ward up there, but they're going to get two. So they saw him walk to that camp, but I don't think they actually had vision of him when they did that play. But they knew he was going to be there. Really well done.
I just don't even. That was crazy. That's an unbelievable RP. I mean, he didn't cancel that with how far away the morph was. I was getting worried.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I would have been pump faking that and be like, nope, too far.
And I mean,
Confidence.
right now you look at the two cores: 0-2-0 for Dreamocell, 1-2-2 for Makoto. At least the ones that are supposed to be carrying this game. And at some point, I mean, I guess that this is just the strength of like that early stacking and stuff. But I don't know when it changes exactly.
Well, unfortunately, they didn't really get their good moments with the Orchid either. I mean, that's not true. They did get like a couple of kills in the mid lane, but they're so tanky on, especially Armel, who's like the big breadwinner right now. That he's really hard to target down with FBZ. Now, Gabby, that would be a nice one.
I think they saw him.
He
though.
just dark packed.
Roll in. I thought that they saw him, but I guess not. Snowball in, still silence, under control, and they just kill him. So they did not see him. I thought with the night vision they would have.
Radiant's top tower.
But this is going to be a tier 1 tower.
With the trees.
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom tower is under attack. Bottom tower has fallen.
All right.
Big kill.
Radiant's top tower is
Meanwhile,
under
they're trying for
attack.
another big kill here. As
Dire's
His
bottom
head the
tower
ward.
is under attack.
so he actually saw a Dreamocell there.
With the team, I guess, so far away, they
Radiant
weren't willing to go
structures
for
are
it.
fortified.
And what was really good there is that means they're not going to recheck that sentry.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
He didn't like just try and go for that. Else I could have like thrown some ice shards. Oh wait. Oh no, that was March. March pinged it. Oh no, there's the courier.
Yeah, they checked it.
Oh no,
They didn't see.
didn't see.
It was delivering things. Wasn't
Radiant's
checking.
top tower is under
It just happened to fly exactly over it.
And they do find KP, though, and a quick old jump. RP pulls back onto 2, and that's going to be a dead Makoto, and Hyde likely to fall as well. The chase down is there. There's a couple more punches. Wait, what? Excuse me? Hyde? Oh, he's hiding, but can't get out.
Oh, courier. Let's go back over, damn. You're still able to get out before the pounce mid.
And yeah, again, the story of the game continues to be Magnus, who almost has a BKB at 17 minutes. Dude, what the fuck? Like, honestly, what is happening?
Radiant's middle tower
It's
is
done.
under attack.
He has it. He has Blink Echo BKB at 17.5 minutes.
How
He's like
is-
a PA.
how is this happening?
A lot of hitting creeps. And,
killing
8
people.
kills. Yeah.
What?
I mean, he's on top of the kills and the last hits. Like, doing it all. Armel's finished. He's done.
All right, pack it in, everybody. They have a
Meanwhile-
Vlad's, and Gabby goes down again. A little unfortunate there, as the Slark has been cut out a couple of times.
Yeah, he was under the Radiant Vision. He got Orchided, and then just into Pango.
Gotcha. So they're still keeping it somewhat close amongst
They
Boom.
saw, yeah, they saw him dark back under the ward. That's what happened.
Got it.
Just TP and kill them.
Yep. Well, as you're saying, just a 2,000 gold lead at this point. And that is going to be a pretty nice pickup there as well. The Pupil's Gift is always really fancy. It's Makoto. Has Diffusal Blade done, and looks like he's going to be going back for that Halberd again, as you were mentioning. So he at least is going to be able to like help later on. And I will say that, you know, that at least Magnus has been nerfed where
Yeah, seriously.
the Empower no longer does like the full double damage or whatever it was.
Yeah, still though.
Yeah. He's hitting very hard.
All right, it is 20 minutes in, so now we do start to think about discussions of Roche and how that's going to impact this game. They still don't have their big hitter in Dreamocell, but that can shift with the E-Blade. Even if he is a little bit behind gold-wise, maybe he'll just find that one big blow-up. Could be onto something as simple as March, so that he can't get the ulti off to help him during the team fight to basically make it a 5v4. Won't be RML, though. He is not going to get blown up.
No. He's got almost 3,000 HP. And
at 20
armor.
minutes.
Yeah. I really don't know how you deal with this guy.
Is under attack.
Like, Morphling, I feel like the damage caps out so early, at least with this, like, E-Blade and stuff. They need, like, Ags on Makoto. And, like, Maelstrom, or I don't even know. Just something. They need something.
They need 5 heroes hitting him.
Yeah.
With an Orchid. That's pretty much the answer. I hope he doesn't beat KB.
Killing everybody else first, I guess, as well. But meanwhile, Gabby gonna get disarmed, backs away again. FBZ pushes out this top wave. And I think that was the E-Blade done for Morph. So Dreamocell can kind of fight these other heroes at least. As they are going to back out and head on into the pit.
And they do have some tools. Like, they have the tag team, which we haven't really gotten to see too much of because it hasn't been like that much brawling and everything. But that is one part where, you know, Magnus, maybe he just caught in the middle of a tag team.
Yeah.
Maybe they just get shredded by all that bonus damage. March guards the Roshing.
Dropping down those wards. Armel has the Blink Dagger available if they want to use it. And gotta be very careful on Boom. And just like that, FBZ is dead. Okay.
Very careful.
that was not very careful. Boom have to be, well, I'm not going to say very careful again, but they got to run. Jeez. If they wanted, they can just back out and go get Roche again now. TNC looking so solid in this game.
I almost feel like they have to fight this.
Top tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
And they have buyback and TP, but they probably think that they're not going to get there in time because they could have just been roasting the entire time.
No, they're
But
smoking.
even though they're back in there now. Okay.
Who are they gonna
Oh,
run
but look
into?
at this interruption by KP.
Oh my god, and the Dissimulate runaway Yule Scepter afterwards. Can they bring him down? They do get the Walrus Punch and the beatdown, so he falls. Aegis now onto Gabby as TNC trying to run down this lane, but a haste rune, and I think Boom get out with this now.
Yeah, and I really like the decision to put it on Gabby. I mean, it's the obvious one because he's like the guy who's like really aggressive, but just the fact that he's poorer too, I think helps a lot because, as we pointed out several times, I don't think they can kill Aramel the first time anyway.
No.
Unless everyone else is dead, and thus give the Aegis to someone else.
Absolutely. And Gabby is going to have Scotty done pretty soon here as well.
That is the morph killer too.
Right.
That's where this game gets really difficult, and potentially getting the Aghanims, which is also very good versus the Pango and the Tusk and the Morphling. That leash is insane value.
Yeah. Top side. Trying to get him, but Shadow Blade away. And they will be fine to get out of there as well. I mean, you just have to dodge at this point if you're Boom. Like, there's way too much.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have 2 supports that also aren't very good at wave clear.
Right. Yeah, the Abba and the Tusk were really lacking in this instance. Maybe once Hyde gets some more points in Snowball.
I mean, he can also at least like defend towers. He can like throw out the ice shards, pull the wave off, and also gives you a little bit of a defensive buffer.
Yeah. Doesn't help as much when they're going high ground, but at least for now, it's something. And Makoto, is he gonna get caught here? Gabby not opting to go onto him. So Makoto kills the wave. It's going to stick around that bottom side of the map. And TNC, it looks like they just want to play the sort of surround game. It is against the Nature's Prophet, so he at least is going to be able to head out on the other side of the map and farm away. But they're able to keep the rest of them kind of stuck in one particular spot.
Yeah, and he's got Treants up top pushing in while he's on the opposite side getting some wards down. Looking for couriers, farming the jungle. Oh, there's the Vandal courier.
And gets one. Does he get two? Hello, hello. Yep, gets two. And TP's out. Perfectly fine for FPZ. There is a big smoke up now. And Moonlight Shadow afterwards. They're going to be underneath a ward as it breaks. Kezcute turns back around, and that is not the kill that they wanted. 4 staff away, trying to live. Kezcute still going to end up getting that ulti popped. Armel pulls him back in. TNC going to bring him back down. So godlike Armel here at 25 minutes with almost an AC done on top of everything else. But you can see Boom just don't feel like they want to fight at all. And you can't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if you're TNC, you want to play this really clean. They still don't have a huge lead because the Morph and the Pango are quite a bit ahead of KP. So that's shortening this gap despite what Armel has. Is up top, they will get FTZ though.
Yeah, Root is there. They got him caught and dead. So those little kills to me feel like it's somewhat acceptable as long as your other cores are farming, which they are.
As long as the waves elsewhere are pushed. But look what they're doing with Armel. Oh, that was a bit of a risky one. I mean, I guess he has the BKB. Until Basher on Pango, they still can't deal. Well, I guess that Walrus Punch and Blink, so
yeah,
it's something.
How has Hyde gotten so much money? I mean, it's not like a ton, but
I don't know. He's just been
passive.
performing some alchemy in the past couple games.
He's got the Philosopher's Stone.
Well, I mean, that's still
sense.
relatively new, though.
Yeah.
Like, he's still pretty
Sure.
far.
Pull back onto Makoto. Takes it off. Aphotic Shield runaway. Makoto does have roll if he wants to use it. E-Blade off to the side. Able to catch onto one. Kezcute still living through this. Snowball off to the side. They kill off KP as well.
What a save!
Unbelievable.
He got the
and
roll
now the
thunder
roll
off.
comes back through the other way. The control is there as they're going to bring down Hyde eventually, but Hyde did his job. Now, switching back into the Void Spirit, gets the taunt to pull him back in. If they can find this kill, but the stun is there. Onto FBZ, they bring it down. Dreamucel carrying this team here. He is online.
Makoto's still
trying
alive.
to bring down Tim's afterwards. Switching into this Void Spirit has been an absolute win. As they bring down another, Makoto will end up dying. Dreamucel now low on mana. It looks like they will be able to track him down most likely as Gabby is on top of it. He does have a TP back available, but they're right on top of him. And tries to juke, tries to run away, spots him again. Oh, hey guys, please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Tries to turn and fight, but yeah, he's just dead.
All right, well, he did get a 10x kill streak, so I'll be very curious to see how this shakes down in the breakdown. So he got 1,000 gold total, even with his death cost on the Morphling. But you know what? So did Tim's. In fact, he got a little bit more. Damn.
Here, and looking pretty good, but that snowball save at the end.
The snowball as well.
Very impressive.
Unfortunately, not enough in the end to take the full team fight, but at least they showed that Armel can in fact lead.
Yes. Very important, and slowing down his farm. I guess the other thing to sort of be concerned about is I don't know if he had the AC in that last engagement or not, but he definitely has it now. Still, though, a lot of that damage came in from Magical side once the BKB had worn off. And catching Gabby down on the bottom, the snowball is there, gets the ulti off, but he's going to get rolled up on. The chase is there. KP moving into position, trying to find an opening. Armel able to catch. He has the RP if they want to use it. Gabby dropping low air, able to get out just barely. Gabby escapes. The rest of Boom is kind of all spread out now and in a weird position. Hyde is getting run down, although they're trying to control now onto Armel. Good BKB.
Oh.
And he's still holding that RP. The chase in,
buddy.
looking for it. RP is gonna land. Brings down Dreamucel. Dude, he held that for so long. Makoto gonna be caught. Armel comes in, cleans up afterwards, and gonna end FBZ. Damn, TNC, killing it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, buddy. I mean, they're going to fight it out to the end, but this is going to be a hefty blow. They're still tier 2s. This won't be the end of the game unless they really want to give it up.
And, well, Snowball afterwards, gotta be careful. Is gonna be able to get the blink out. as you mentioned,
Radiant's bottom tower.
building's falling.
Yeah, so get the one lane and then probably refresh back for the Roche. I don't think it's worth going in here right now with the E-Blade backup, at least not for tier 4s and everything. Should just do the bailout. But TNC take a commanding lead in game number 5 after what looked like a glimpse of hope there for Boom. And they're even going to try and secure it now with the Remnant True Sight as well. So try and get their own vision locked down. Make sure there's no good gank opportunities for Boom here.
Now, Boom, they do spot KP here. Have Blink available with the Walrus Punch afterwards, and March trying to chase, can't quite get him. Arrow will go out, off the mark.
Well, Makoto walk back into it.
Yeah, that happens.
Instant smoke.
Who do they find?
Not Roche.
No.
Poke their heads in, but give me 1 second until that's possible.
I mean, they have to take advantage of this. RP is on cooldown. They need to make some type of a move, and they have a roll in, but it's too hard. I mean, that's the other problem now too, is they have Ags on Slark. Like,
all right, they just scanned and the entirety of it was red, but yeah. And the arrow checks, so they know they're around. Yeah, the Ags is a brilliant choice. I really like it. Hope, I guess there's the idea he might get punished without having the BKB, but I just think that leash is so valuable this game.
yeah, Makoto, he's gonna roll away here as well. And they do have RP available as Makoto still sticking around. I mean, Boom, they can't keep chilling here. They gotta run. And they're just gonna get destroyed. Gabby got Kescute already. Looking for the leash run down. Oh, and the snowball up to the high ground, but in trouble. Armel gonna get that RP off the jump in from Gabby, skewer him away. Armel's like, these are my kills. Leave me alone. Gabby, you get your own. They take down 3 again.
Man, what an individual performance by Armel. I mean, yes, carried in terms of like the early game with like the stacks and stuff, very much helped by his team, but I haven't seen anyone else do this in the game with Mag this patch.
No, absolutely
to the
not.
level that he has handled it here. And like consistently good ultis and great skewers.
Right, and holding on to him too, not taking the first one that comes to mind. As the leash comes up now, does have skewer, Manta as well, tries to pull in the Slark, but Gabby is staying fine. I got my Scotty, man. Chase down comes, tries to jump away. The pounce is gonna be there yet again with the silence, with the kill, snowballing too late. Hyde trying to make something out of nothing, but it is not gonna be there. FBZ also in trouble, is pouncing into the fountain, all 5 dead. And with that, TNC taking a demonstrative lead in this game number 5.
Oh, that's an allied good game.
A little bit of one. And they're just hitting the tier 4s. Gabby's like, I'm done with this. Get me out of this one. It's over. Pull in, trying to roll, but they don't have the damage. They don't have nearly enough damage. And with this, I think that they're going to take it. TNC just completely dominant. They're going to use the glyph, and GG is going to be called aggressively. Ah, there it is. There it is. Coming in from the side of them. GG is the call. TNC, ladies and gentlemen, are your grand champions.
You gotta feel for Boom, man. They've been trying so hard